Hello, comrades. Commissar Bro here today with Making History the Great War. That's right. If you remember correctly, when we left off, Germany declared war against us. Unfortunately, we're not exactly prepared for that. As you can see, they've got their men there in Memeland about to move into, what is that, Oxtatia? And, yeah, we're definitely not ready. By no means are we ready for this. But, unfortunately, we're kind of just going to have to take the hit in the face. Even though it's going to hurt like a bitch, but we're going to have to take it. And I'm also considering on pulling back our forces from the Austro-Hungarians to see if maybe the Austro-Hungarians would be willing to take some sort of treaty where sovereignty conditions status quo, borders just remain as is. Yeah, I think those two would be good, don't you think? Yeah, status quo. Okay, whatever, fine, let's just try to get the status quo. Alright, the Austro-Hungarians accepted peace under status quo, so we still have a pretty damn powerful army that we can now mobilize against the German forces. Yes, it's a little awkward though, considering we'll probably still take a black eye, as far as I'm concerned, because we just don't have anything that's in range to fight back against that, frankly. So we're gonna leave this army down here, the 116th. I'm not about to get steamrolled by Austro-Hungarians. And, like, you know, if they decide to come back to war with us, you know, we don't need that. We don't really need that. So I'm gonna pull them up there to Krasana as well, and we'll take our main army. The second army in Lower Austria there that almost took the Austro-Hungarian capital, and we will pull back to Lodz, I suppose. Yes, Lodz seems fine. All right, let's end our turn. Alright, good. Our troops... Oh, shit! Oh, there's breaches in the wire! The Germans have breached their trenches. That's actually, like, the furthest I think they've gotten so far in our little war, haven't they? The Germans, anyway. Like, the Austro-Hungarians actually, you know, they penetrated through Ukraine not too long ago. In one final offensive that, unfortunately for them, didn't turn out well. But, I don't want to join an alliance with the UK. I'm quite happy, you know, kicking ass by myself. You guys abandoned me as far as I'm concerned. And now I'm sitting here, you know. Well, actually, no, really, I kind of more abandoned them, didn't I? Huh. I don't even remember. So this is the bad thing about war. You kind of forget the differences you had with the other people later. And then you really start wondering, what are we fighting for in the first place? Aside from more land for me. Yes, that one has not quite slipped my mind. You know, I need to keep this region occupied, because that river provides a bonus when people are attacking. So if we lost that, that would be a pretty big hit as far as I'm concerned. Let's see, how many troops? Okay, they've got a decent number of guys. And we're moving in the 4th Army, so let's go ahead and move our artilleries. We'll just move that to Lodz. Lodz. Yes, yes, yes! Oh, and then this massive mamma jamma. I wonder... No, we can't quite reach him. Alright, well, if they manage to get to that region, we can actually just bomb the ever-loving shit out of it. So, I'm not too concerned about it. Plus, we really don't want them getting that. It's 109 guns. Heavy guns of all sorts. And pieces and sizes! The last thing we could possibly want is for them to take it, but I'm sure we'll be okay. Oh, look, relations with Luxembourg have increased by 30. Alright, here, Luxembourg, let's be friends. You give me military access, I give you military access. Yeah. Yeah. You in alliance with anybody, Luxembourg? You by yourself? You by yourself? Oh, yes, there is! Oh, okay. Join me, Luxembourg! Oh, okay. Alright, whatever. Well, you know, we can still, you know, have trade agreements and whatnot. I was kind of hoping that we would be best buddies. You know, like, I'll be like the big brother, and Luxembourg would be like the little brother, and we'll go on adventures, you know, traveling through the woods and whatnot. It would be exciting. absolutely exciting. Alright, so our forces have engaged the Germans in the Nauru Valley. The Germans also managed to take Samagidia from us. That's okay as far as I'm concerned. I think we'll cut the Germans off here, so they won't be able to go any further anyway. Yeah, that's right, that's right! And our Air Force managed to escape the assault from them. We're actually going to move these guys, move in the First Army, and we'll start kind of coming in from the north. Once we do that, beautiful, beautiful, all looks good, and we're going to go ahead and start bombing Cilicia. The Germans don't have... this is what I don't understand, and I half suspect this might have been like a fluke. Because why did the Germans declare war on us? Like, okay, sure, a human player would suspect later on that, yeah, sure, after Austro-Hungary is dead, you know, Russia, there's a pretty good chance that Russia is going to, you know, go back to war with us, try to take us over, so on and so forth. But they couldn't have known that I would have done that because it's AI. So it's kind of like, why did they go back to war with me? It's complete idiocy on their part. Like mine, I'm going to be fine as far as I'm concerned. Look, we're already kicking the Germans' ass on the Eastern Front again, just like we did the first time. And now, you know, we're kind of finishing the job. So it's just really, really weird that they would agree to go to war with us when, I mean, they're at a disadvantage. They're already surrounded by two major military powers. They're, you know, their ally in the south is no longer their ally anymore, and I don't think Italy decided not to join the war, if I'm not mistaken, on their side, even though at the beginning they were allied. So, I don't know. Well, you know, they're actually doing pretty good against France. They're taking back their lands and winning the battles. So, yeah, I guess they're doing pretty good. Look at that. They're taking casualties, though. That's horrendous. Horrendous casualties. I don't know. It's weird, and that's kind of where I'm like, I don't see why they decided to go to war with me. Like, if they would have not done that, aside from doing it, by now they could have probably punched a hole through, what the hell is that? Is that just a transport? Oh, no, it's a torpedo boat destroyer. Okay, well, I don't care about that. Yeah, I don't care about that. Just a few German ships here or there. Armored cruiser. Why is that armored cruiser by itself? Interesting. Alright, well, we'll merge it up there with that fleet in Turku. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird. I personally think that is an idiotic move by any standard, because they don't have the manpower or the men or the production, it seems like, to actually do it, to do what I'm doing, where I have so many units. And another big reason why my army has become infinitely more effective than it was at the beginning is because of the massive amounts of upgrades. Like, because, you know, I'm running in here with Tier 2 infantry now. This isn't just the basic shit that you start out with. So, you know, just saying, we're kind of strapped and ready for war, as it were. And I'm going to get my guns to stop firing so I don't inflict any friendly fire on my men. How we doing? Okay, we're doing good there. I'll actually bring in those guys to Primors. What about these guys? The 95th? Yeah, we'll move them in as well. And the 1st. We'll actually move the 1st and through Wielpielski. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Oh, goody! It looks like we finally built our first Russian tank. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Check that beaut out. Isn't she just absolutely gorgeous? Alright, so let's go ahead and move her to the front, test her out in battle, and actually we'll test her out in Primors. The offensive attack is actually a lot smaller than I thought it would have been, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. It is just the first tank prototype after all. It's not like this is the heavy-duty shit that we're going to use every time. And oh my god, I lost 2 divisions in Cilicia. Because they have so many guns. They have 18 guns. Jesus. Jeebus. I wonder if, you know, just having a gun in a region backs it up, like in the fighting. That's something it's never really been clear on, because you see how it says 18 artillery units, and then, you know, 12 army units. So I wonder if, like, actually moving this to Cilicia would, I don't know. Actually, you know what? Let's just move them to Wielpielski, and we can test this theory. Because, you know, I don't know if you actually have to initiate a bombard to actually get that type of effect. Because, you know, when I bombard a region, I might just be bombarding my own stuff. Like, I know friendly fire is indeed in the game, but, you know, a little bit more specifically. It's kind of an interesting question, I suppose. And the Germans have a nasty little fleet sitting outside our borders now, don't they? Yes. Yes, definitely not friendly. Not friendly at all! You know, I probably should bring up one of these armies now that I'm looking at what the Germans are kind of bringing to bear against us. Yeah, we should definitely move one of the third army up to assist our efforts so we don't take too many casualties on the way. Ah, yes, we've taken control of Silesia and we've won the battle in Wielkopolski. So, things are looking good on our side. Let's we'll merge the 101st with that group. And how are we doing up there? Okay, well, we're taking casualties. We've lost 3 divisions. Okay, look at that. We destroyed 7 German divisions. That's beautiful. And with that said, I think this is a good spot to kind of end the video. You know, we've taken over Silesia. We're pushing the Germans back. Clearly, they're not ready for this. And they're actually, but they're pushing the French out of Germany as well, though. So, you know, we can't. How is that French division wrecking ass right now? Look at that. They've killed 4 German divisions with no backup. It's insane. Anyway, this has been Commissar Bro. I hope you've enjoyed this, or you at least find it mildly entertaining, you know, or informative of any kind. You know, I'm really enjoying this. We're so close. We're so close to victory, ladies and gentlemen. And look, we just captured 11 pieces, or 11, like, artillery pieces from the Germans. So, but anyway, this has been Commissar Bro, and I will see you next time.